Hi, I'm JamesMCD. 5 years ago, I did a video talking about Kids for Character, a 1996 edutainment PSA that brought together several beloved children's characters to teach the 6 pillars of character and to promote good ethics in kids and families everywhere. I first discovered this video when I was much younger, and I really enjoyed watching it, so it was kind of fun going back to it as an adult and laughing at how corny it was. For those who may not recall, I ended that video with a fake trailer for a Kids for Character sequel with a bunch of really random and out-of-place cartoon characters and celebrities because I thought it would be a fun extreme to end on. But the comments were quick to point out that there was actually an official Kids for Character sequel that was actually released. Like I said, I had a lot of fun talking about the first movie, so it only seems fair that I cover the sequel. Only this time, because I didn't grow up with it, I won't have that nostalgic connection, so it'll be interesting to see how the special stands on its own. So join me on this journey. Sit back, laugh along, and enjoy as I take you through the forgotten Kids for Character sequel. In 1997, 1 year after the first video, Kids for Character Choices Count was released by Lyric Studios and Century 3 along with the Character Counts Coalition. Where the first video introduced kids to the 6 pillars of character, Choices Count expands on those pillars and teaches how those values factor into making good choices. The special still features appearances by famous kid show characters, but it has more of an emphasis on original songs and sketches. It's also slightly longer, clocking it in 1 hour and 7 minutes, whereas the first video was only 54. Like I said in the intro, I discovered this video at a very young age, and while I made fun of it a lot in that first video, it was a very fun and effective teaching tool, so it'll be interesting to see how this one follows it up. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into it. This is Kids for Character Choices Count.
Hi, I'm Tom Selleck.
Hi, Tom Selleck.
Teaching kids.
I see this time he's presented through these cropped floating pictures, so we can't see all the kids he has tied up underneath him.
And now I'm pleased to present to you Choices Count.
Kids for Character presents...
The opening credits roll as we get to see the grand return of the Character Counts kids, including...
Carlos, Kelsey, Evan, Mariana, Jake, and Tiffany.
Who are you people? These videos came out 1 year apart. They seriously couldn't get the original kid cast back? What about Joey? Or Sarah? Or Patrick? What did you do to my boy Patrick?
Let's play baseball. Nah, let's play tag. Nah, I want to play kickball. There are too many choices.
In the last video, I looked up to see if any of the kids in this special went on to do anything else, which, for the most part, they did not. The same seems to be the case here, with a few exceptions. Tiffany appeared in 10 episodes of Gullah Gullah Island. Evan spent a lot of his later career behind the camera doing second unit assistant directing for several short films, as well as an episode of Smosh for some reason. But the most noteworthy and impressive glow-up would have to go to Jake, who, on top of having credits in shows like The Good Wife and Only Murders in the Building, was the original Plankton in the SpongeBob Broadway musical. Yes, this kid...
Every morning when I rise, rub the sleepy from my eyes. Choices, choices do appear every day all through the year.
Grew up into this.
You all know who I am. Evil genius giant ray. You can't stop a volcano. I know, are you all insane?
I can't even make fun of that. That's awesome.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 strong pillars help us pick. Red, orange, yellow.
Guys, I'm bored. You want to go back to my place and play PlayStation?
I really want to play baseball, but that's not fair.
Ooh, careful, Tiffany. Lamb Chop might spawn in and throw a fit.
Making choices every day. Making choices on the way.
Do you think these kids have this choreography handy every time they go to the playground? Also, I'm just now realizing, why aren't there any other kids playing around them? Maybe they weren't color coordinated enough. Wait.
Listen to your inner voice. You will make the better choice.
Some people's inner voice tells them to shoot up grocery stores. That might not be the best advice.
I choose
ice cream! Ice cream! Is there ice cream here?
I choose ice cream. Yeah, let's go.
Well, I guess we know what happened to the other kids then.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's play What Should You Do?
Hi, kids. I'm Duck Quick.
And I've been here the whole time.
Your dad is watching the news on TV. You ask him if you can watch cartoons. He says, not until after the news is over. Now, what should you do?
Well, if your dad is watching Fox News, you pack all of your shit and never talk to him again.
I'll play quietly with my toys until the news was over.
Poor kid doesn't realize the news never ends, so he'll be playing for a while.
Bananas in pajamas.
Our first cartoon segment comes from Bananas in Pajamas, an Australian kids show released in 1992 about a pair of anthropomorphic bananas and 3 teddy bears solving everyday problems. Much like the first special, all the cartoon segments are taken from pre-existing episodes. And this one, taken from the series 1 episode Wet Paint, sees the bananas painting a bench at the beach while the 3 bears get ready to go jogging.
Wet paint? Oh, bother!
But Amy couldn't help wondering if the bench was really wet.
Then Amy is really stupid. Electric fence, high voltage, please do not touch. Oh. Well, it's okay, just peel off the obvious stickers and put them back on the bench and no one will notice.
Wet paint. Wet paint. Oh, bother.
And Morgan couldn't resist the wet paint either.
Okay, this seems like less of an issue of making bad choices as it is these bears don't know how to freaking read.
Oh, dear.
Well, while the bananas try to figure out how to peel the tape off their clothes, let's cut to a performance from Joe Scruggs, a well-known children's entertainer and folk musician who put out music and projects from 1979 all the way to 2012. What a legend.
There are 6 simple words that you can use to be a better person if you choose. 6 simple words all day long.
You know, God bless Joe, man. Seriously, he's trying his best, and I respect that. But you just can't beat the original.
There are 6 simple words that you can use to be a better person if you choose.
After that rousing performance, best case scenario Dr. Phil here invites the audience to do a little dance.
Come on up. It's called the 6 Pillar Shuffle.
Sorry, I pulled up the wrong one there.
Twist is for trustworthiness. Roll is for respect.
I'm sorry, but these songs go on for way too long. The original special flew by because it kept things short, sweet, entertaining, and to the point. We're only 20 minutes into this special, and it feels like almost nothing has happened. I will say one of my favorite parts about watching these kinds of segments is paying attention to the extras in the background. Because of how they're shot and edited, it gives you a good look at who's into it and who isn't. These poor kids are out here in the Orlando heat being forced to dance when they just want to go home and play with their Tamagotchi or something. Also, I think this girl is throwing a fit. Someone should check on her.
Cause the 6 Pillar Shuffle is a kick.
Can you name the 6 pillars?
Come on, how many times are you gonna do this? Do you really think your audience has forgotten that quickly? Okay, let's see. There's grumpy, sleepy, dopey. Wait, can I start again? I'm actually not that far off, as most of these kids sound like they were just shoved in front of the camera with no clue as to what was happening.
Trustworthiness. I only knew that part. Citizenship. Careness, faring. Trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship.
Oh, yeah? Well, I could crawl around the world. You just watch.
Wire, pants on fire.
Just watch me.
Hey, quit it. You're not supposed to do that. You know, you're not telling the truth.
Oh, who am I fooling? You're white.
What
the fuck? Nope, okay, no time to be confused. It's time for another cartoon segment.
This time from The Big Comfy Couch, a Canadian kids show that ran from 1993 to 2006 about a clown and her doll solving everyday problems from the comfort of their comically oversized couch. This segment from the season 3 episode Pants on Fire sees Lunette the clown, played by Allison Court, playing in the yard when she accidentally knocks over her granny's mailbox.
Oh, it's Major Bedhead! Oh no! If he finds out I broke it, then he'll tell Granny Garbanzo, and if she finds out, I'll be in big trouble!
Why is the mailman talking to Lunette's granny? Just how comfy is that couch?
Okay. I know.
Famously in the show, the doll Molly wouldn't speak. She would only communicate through motions, but it is kind of fun to imagine what she would be saying.
There's only one thing to do, Molly. That's hide the mailbox and pretend like I never saw it. Right, Molly? Okay.
Anyway, the mailman comes to visit, and White Cabby Pernicus tries to cover her tracks.
It doesn't have Granny Garbanzo's mailbox on it.
Oh, you know, Molly and I were just commenting on that very fact, weren't we? When we were coming out to the garden, we noticed something very strange, didn't we? There was an elephant!
An elephant? Wow, that is strange.
Is it though? I feel like that's just an average Tuesday in this world.
Also, why is she standing like she needs to shit really bad?
Oh, yeah, it was really something, wasn't it?
Eventually, Major Bedroom Head stumbles across the mailbox and Lunette has to come clean.
Well, it looks just like Granny Garbanzo's mailbox.
It is Granny Garbanzo's mailbox. I'd recognize it anywhere.
It's where I deliver your granny's birth control.
So you lied, Lunette?
Yes.
So Lunette tells the truth and learns not to lie, and Major Headboard delivers quite the twist, as her poorly cropped PNG hands reveal a letter from her antimacassar saying that the mailbox was already broken.
Yesterday, when I heard about it, I wanted to extend my sympathies because I know how sad it is to lose a mailbox.
That means I didn't break it.
Hooray for zero accountability!
Do you ever lie?
Me? I love to lie.
Like how I knocked off your Grandpa Pinto in '94 and have been satisfying your granny ever since. Her favorite position was this.
I'm Major Bedhead.
Oh hey Garth, nice to see you again. What is this scene leading to?
Hey, who's that? Who are you?
I'm that little voice.
Whoa, I should not have done that line of coke before coming to the park.
When you have to make a choice and don't know what to do, listen to this little song and it will come to you.
So, the magical green screen man sings a song about letting your conscience be your guide, after which he was promptly sued by this guy.
All right, most excellent. I have this conscience thing.
Conscience?
Oh god, not these again.
I remember that from watching Wishbone.
What's the story, Wishbone?
Okay, good. Time for our next cartoon segment. This time from Wishbone. Now, I didn't grow up with this show, but reading into it, it sounds like it'd be really cool.
This show ran from 1995 to 1997 and was about a Jack Russell Terrier who would imagine himself in various biblical stories and classic works of literature while also teaching important life lessons. It was aimed at a slightly older audience and stayed pretty grounded in its retelling, with the exception of the main character being a dog.
Unironically, this sounds like a great inclusion for this video, especially with the episode that they use, Season 1's Little Big Dog, where the kids learn about being brave and owning up to their mistakes through a retelling of the story of David and Goliath. Now, I can't imagine this will be better than VeggieTales version, but let's see how they do it.
David? I did not expect this of you. What? You know how important Grandma's vase is to me. But a vase is just a vase. I'd rather have you tell me what happened than to try to hide it.
You could have at least vacuumed up the ashes.
But Mom!
Okay. What is it? What? Honey.
So it seems like the problem is basically already solved, as Emily admits she broke the vase and the mom apologizes for snapping at David. Not sure how this will lead into David and Goliath, but continue.
Emily, you look like you might need a hand with that. Can I have a little bite, please? Please?
Wait. That's it? You only played the wraparound segments of the episode without the actual story? You played the theme song in its entirety, and yet the actual segment is about the same amount of time? The first video showed full episodes of Gullah Gullah Island and Magic School Bus, and yet we don't get an awesome Wishbone Bible story? What the hell?
I mean, I understand time allocation or only having the license to show certain percentage of an episode, but for God's sakes, this whole video is essentially an ad for Lyric Studios anyway, which owns Wishbone. So they could have easily shown the full episode. And if time was such an issue, then just cut out one of the other pointless segments that added nothing. I guarantee you they would not have been missed. By having the Wishbone segment be so short, not only are you missing out on an awesome story recreation, but you're missing half of the arc and the lesson. In the full episode, David drives his dad's new car without asking and breaks the mirror, and he's torn between telling the truth or keeping it a secret. That's where the teaching moment is. The KFC version resolves things so quickly that you feel like nothing was really gained.
I did not expect to crash out this hard over a fucking kids' edutainment video, but God, that made me mad.
But whatever, the kids are back, and it's time for a drumline performance leading into another song.
Not to say that this double dutch routine isn't impressive, but am I the only one that wants to see these kids trip and fall on their face?
Get ready, get set, cause here it comes, the final round of What Should You Do?
Okay, you find a wallet on the playground. Now, what should you do?
Excuse me, sir, but I do believe you've dropped your wallet.
Doesn't look familiar to me.
What?
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
I would take it to my teacher and ask him what to do with it.
Normally I'd say that's a terrible idea, but you know what? You're probably right. The teacher does deserve the extra money.
So long.
And cut.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, Doug.
See you later, alligator.
Doug.
After a while...
You know, supposedly when making these videos, Lyric Studios approached the Children's Television Workshop about potentially using the Sesame Street characters in a few segments, but because of their heated rivalry with Lyric in the 90s, they never responded. With that in mind, I do kind of wish they had said yes, because at least their puppet characters wouldn't look and act so lobotomized.
Yeah, fuck! Out of here! What happened? I rode Jake's bike without asking him first. So what are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna fess up.
You forewent an entire Wishbone episode for a Blues Brothers parody.
Done something, make my friend real sad. I went and rode his bike.
You know what? I'm just gonna skip this. I can't be asked anymore.
We make choices every day. We make choices on the way.
We end with a reprise of Making Choices, where the kids show off their flipping skills. And because I guess they blew the budget on the first special, they couldn't afford to throw a parade this time, so had to settle for a festival in the park instead. Hell, they couldn't even get all the characters from the cartoon segments like last time. Only the bananas in pajamas are visible in the crowd.
Well, you've got to make a choice count.
And because this special hasn't had enough songs in it, we end with a performance by Eddie Coker singing a character counts rendition of the song Shout.
We still remember learning about right from wrong. We made some mistakes we did.
And once again, there is a lot of fun to be had just looking at the extras in the crowd. These poor kids look like they'd rather be doing homework right now.
If you would like to become a part of the Character Counts team, join the Kids for Character Club.
Oh, trust me, I'm still waiting for my confirmation letter. God, it's almost like that address isn't valid anymore or something.
And that was...
Wait, we're still going?
American Youth Soccer Organization. Babe Ruth League. Big Brothers Big Sisters of America.
God, are you seriously that desperate to pad this out that you're dedicating time to a sponsored shout out at the end? For God's sakes, Magnum PI said there's over 200 of them. Are we about to watch 200 kids run out and wave? Also, why does this kid's shirt say violence?
Santa Fe.
Whoops, he forgot his cue.
These are just a few of the more than 200 organizations that make up the Character Counts team.
Okay, good. So that was...
Hello again.
Oh, for God's sake! This video has more fake out endings than Return of the King!
You know, this video is just one project of the Character Counts Coalition.
Tom, I love you, but I really want to go to bed.
Please write us at the address on your screen, and thank you.
Thank God. So, that was Kids for Character Choices Count, and I gotta say, as a Kids for Character loyalist like myself, I was severely disappointed. I know I've been joking around this whole time, but in all seriousness, this is a pretty steep downgrade from the original. Sure, it retains the same moral focus as the first video, but it's padded with way too many random segments, the songs are all pretty lame, and the underrepresentation of cartoons, which was part of the appeal of the first video, is really a shame to see. The first video, for as corny and dumb as it was also very fun and pure. Even with the morality lecture, I couldn't help but sense the corporate entity using this as an ad for lyric-owned shows and videos. Hell, after the credits, there are 2 commercials for Wishbone and a commercial for Joe Scruggs' concert video. I'm sure they're there as part of some marketing agreement, but still, it just feels kinda dirty. Ultimately, I might be going a bit too hard on it because at the end of the day, it's fine, and if you liked the first video, you'll probably have a good time with this one. But even with the nostalgia goggles off, I think the first video does its job better than this one. I'd say if you're a Kids for Character completist, then maybe check this out, but if you don't have small children, or you're not talking about it for a YouTube video, I'd probably say skip it. And that does it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and also thank you for making the first video do so well. I really did not expect the reception that it got. I was mainly just doing it as a fun, goofy pastime while everyone was stuck in lockdown, and I did not expect anyone to even know what that special was or even give a shit. So I appreciate you guys checking out my stuff, and I appreciate you for checking out the sequel. But let me know what you thought of these 2 specials. Did you grow up with these? Which one's your favorite? Which one's your least favorite? And since I'm fairly certain that there isn't a third one, let's write our own in the comments. Let me know what you would want to see in a third Kids for Character video. What would the lesson or the topic be? And which characters would you like to see pop up? Let me know all that stuff down below. I've got more videos coming real soon, but until then, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date when I'm posting. Follow me on my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, choices count.
The future is ours.